What's going on guys, Mark here, and in today's video I'm going to be going over the top 5 Tesla competitors in 2018. Quick note, I didn't include some electric cars in this video because they're either in concept stage or the release date is just too far out into the future to be actually considered a competitor at this stage, so I will leave them cars for a future video. The way I'm going to break down this review of electric cars is price, specs, and my personal opinion of what I think of the car. Starting off the list is the Nissan Leaf Mark II. The price for the baseline model is €32,000 before incentives. The specs include a 40 kilowatt hour battery, a range of 270 kilometers, a charge time of 7 hours with a 6.6 kilowatt AC unit, or 35 minutes from 0 to 80% with a 50 kilowatt DC unit. It's front wheel drive and the torque is 320 Newton meters of torque with a top speed of 144 kilometers an hour and 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in 7.9 seconds. The autonomous features include Pro Pilot, which is an active cruise control and lane assist, which means that if you are driving on the likes of a motorway or anywhere where there's clear lines available, the car will actually be able to navigate and keep between those lines, which is a very positive thing. My personal opinion of the Nissan Leaf Mark II is very positive because it's available to purchase right now. The redesign is actually a lot better than I expected, and it's at a competitive price that really aligns itself with a true competitor to the Tesla Model 3. Moving on to an exciting challenger, and that's the Jaguar I-Pace. The price is to be confirmed, but it's looking to start at €80,000 for the baseline model before incentives. The specs include a 90 kilowatt hour battery, a range of 480 kilometers, a charge time of 13.5 hours on a 7.4 kilowatt AC unit. 2 hours will get you from 0 to 80% on a 50 kilowatt DC unit, or even the option of 40 minutes from 0 to 80% on a 100 kilowatt DC unit. It's all-wheel drive, torque of 700 Newton meters of torque, a top speed of 200 kilometers an hour, and 0 to 100 kilometers in 4.8 seconds. The autonomous features include emergency braking, lane keep assist, park assist, 360-degree parking aid, clear exit monitor, and rear traffic monitor. My personal opinion of the Jaguar I-Pace is very positive because it's exciting to see the likes of Jaguar, a well-established automaker, coming into the electric arena to compete with the likes of the Tesla Model X. The next electric car we'll be looking at is the Volkswagen eGolf. The price of this electric car actually shocks me because I thought it would be a lot more competitive, but after checking Volkswagen's official website, it looks like it starts off at €45,000 baseline model before incentives. Trying to get over that, but it's time to move on to the specs. It comes with a 35 kilowatt hour battery and a range of 200 kilometers with a charge time of 5 hours and 15 minutes on a 7.2 kilowatt AC unit, or 40 minutes from 0 to 80% on a 40 kilowatt DC unit. It's front wheel drive, the torque is 300 Newton meters of torque, a top speed of 150 kilometers an hour, and 0 to 100 kilometers in 9.6 seconds. The autonomous features just include front assist, including adaptive cruise control. My personal opinion of the Volkswagen eGolf isn't that great because I feel like it's too expensive for what it is, especially the fact that the specs line up quite well with the Hyundai Ioniq. And I know previously you would have been able to compare these cars in a petrol form, but now that we're in an electric era, it's going to be setting new standards. People will be coming out with better technology, so I feel like Volkswagen putting a premium on it just because it's a Volkswagen isn't the right way to go. Following up on my comparison of the Hyundai Ioniq, which is Hyundai's first all-electric car, I'm now moving on to their next generation, which is called the Hyundai Kona Electric. The price is looking at starting at €34,000 for the baseline model before incentives. Because there's two different options for this car, I'm going to list out the first and second respectively in each spec. It comes with a 39 kilowatt hour battery or a 64 kilowatt hour battery and a range of 300 kilometers and 470 kilometers. The charge time on the first option is 6 hours and 30 minutes on a 7.2 kilowatt AC unit, and you can get 0 to 80% in 35 minutes on a 50 kilowatt DC unit. For the second option, you can charge it in 10 hours and 30 minutes on a 7.2 kilowatt AC unit, or get 0 to 80% in 40 minutes on an 80 kilowatt DC unit. It's front wheel drive and a torque of 395 Newton meters of torque, a top speed of 167 kilometers an hour, with a 0 to 100 kilometers in 7.6 seconds. The autonomous features include smart cruise control with stop and go functions. So that means that if the car is driving and sees a car in front, it will stop, and then when that car proceeds, the car will start to drive again. My personal opinion of the Hyundai Kona electric is extremely positive, because for this price point and having this many features, it really puts it in a best position to compete with the Tesla Model X. Moving on to the last in our list is the Audi e-Tron Quattro. The price is still a bit skeptical at the moment, but we're looking at €80,000 plus baseline model before incentives. Now let's move on to the specs. It's a 95 kilowatt hour battery, a range of 450 kilometers. The charge time is 9 hours and 45 minutes on 11 kilowatt AC unit, and you'll get 0 to 80% in 30 minutes on a 150 kilowatt DC unit. It comes with all-wheel drive. The torque is 800 Newton meters of torque, a top speed of 210 kilometers an hour, and 0 to 100 kilometers in 4.6 seconds. The autonomous features include stop and go, adaptive cruise control, and traffic jam assist, which allows the car to stop when it sees a car ahead and then proceed when the car in front moves away. My personal opinion on the Audi e-Tron Quattro is kind of mixed. The reason why is because, yes, it's expensive, but after looking at Audi's website, it looks like they're heavily invested in autonomous driving, and that's using kind of neural networks and really complex technology. So it's great to see that they're kind of pushing the boundaries in what can be done in autonomous driving. If you stuck around till now, I hope you learned something new about electric cars, but most importantly, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that like button. If you're new to this channel, hit that subscribe button and make sure to turn on notifications so that you get notified whenever I upload new content. Also, if you have Twitter or Instagram, you can follow me over there at HiMarkFox. Thanks again, and see you in the next one.